We now have the pleasure to invite Madam Deepak Sandhu, who is on our board, and she will speak on the whole initiative and the...
Good morning, distinguished guests and participants. We're delighted and honored by your presence here today. The launch of the Anti-Corruption Academy marks the culmination of a vision and an effort to give shape to a life force which we hope will permeate through all the institutions that hold up India as a great democracy in the comity of nations. Please allow me a few moments of nostalgia as I remember that evening about 2 years ago when Umar Siddiqui came to my place and told me about his desire to start an institution that will strike at the root of corruption at all levels in public life and economic activity, both public and private. His sketch was a bit hazy, but the earnestness of intent came through. I was drawn to the idea. So were all my colleagues who have worked for the realization of the ACA. So here we are today to celebrate what we hope will become a national movement for a corruption-free environment. Towards this end, the ACA, while adopting a multi-pronged approach, which is interdisciplinary, cross-sectoral, and international, will also garner synergies with an integrative of public-private partnership, which are integrative of public-private partnerships, joint projects with academia and civil society, and collaborations between India and Asian bodies and the global community. The approach of the ACA is to involve all stakeholders and to link short projects with long-term gains. Backed by a strong team in the Academic Council, headed by Professor Nikos Passas, Professor of Criminology and Criminal Justice, Northeastern University, Boston, USA, Chair, American Society of Criminology, and also the Society's representative to the United Nations, and member of the Board of Directors of the International Society of Criminology, and having as its members Professor Girijesh Pant, former Vice Chancellor, Doon University and Dean School of International Studies, JNU, and Professor G.S. Bajpai, Registrar, National Law University, Delhi. The ACA will conduct a 2-year part-time master's program in anti-corruption. This will enable advanced career opportunities in fields such as compliance, law enforcement, internal oversight, investigative journalism, finance, academia, and international affairs. ACA will also introduce a program on ethical workplace training, which is necessary for fostering a trustworthy work environment. This program will include modules on health and safety, alcohol and drug abuse, sexual harassment, political activities, workplace violence, bribery and kickbacks, anti-competitive conduct, and dealing with ethical violations. Leadership training is an essential part of corruption-free and professional management practice. ACA's Leadership Development Program will focus on core issues of developing leadership qualities, appreciation of the operating landscape, understanding group dynamics, increasing team performance, handling high-pressure situations, dealing with change and cultural issues, and decision-making. ACA will also undertake customized training for the unique challenges facing specific organizations. They will hold press conferences and seminars on preventing and combating corruption, as well as undertake research and development on corruption, integrity, accountability, good governance, and ethical leadership. In this field, ACA will collaborate with equivalent centers of excellence in other parts of Asia and the rest of the world. The Academy will also institute annual anti-corruption awards, which will honor both public and private institutions and individuals who are instrumental in combating corruption in their respective spheres of influence. You will be glad to know that ACA has signed an MOU with GovRisk UK and hopes to collaborate in 2 projects in the areas of anti-corruption and financial crime. The timing couldn't have been better for India as we move full throttle on big-ticket programs like Make in India, which will increase international business transaction and interaction between foreign entrepreneurs and India's policy makers and bureaucracy. Undoubtedly, the need for transparency in order to contain corruption and efficiency in business operations will be critical to the success of this ambitious program. Both the collaborative programs that I've just mentioned support the creation of such an environment. I will conclude by saying much work has been done, but this is only the beginning, and we have miles to go. And I'd like to say it in a more colloquial style, Dosto, picture abhi baki.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for introducing the vision of ACA and laying down the roadmap ahead. Our next speaker